Well, 2,000 years ago, the city of Pompeii was buried after a volcanic eruption. Tonight, we are learning about new discoveries from that catastrophe. NBC's Molly Hunter shares more.
In the shadow of the still smoldering volcano Vesuvius lie the ruins of the sprawling Roman metropolis Pompeii. 2,000 years ago, its streets, its grand houses, and its people buried. Allowed in before the crowds, NBC News is the first U.S. crew to see the latest discoveries of the most important dig in the last 100 years. It centers around this massive villa, Casa del Tiasso. Director General Dr. Gabriel Zuchtriegel takes us inside.
And this is it. Wow. We are now
unveiled just 2 weeks ago, a ruby red banquet hall, spectacular frescoes on 3 walls with near life-sized figures. And the focus, this woman, a mortal awaiting initiation into the mysterious cults of Dionysus, the Greek god of wine and ecstasy. But for the guests, the experience wasn't just about fine dining.
You had theater, dancers.
It was all connected.
It was kind of a total
Thematic.
work of art.
Outside of the parties, of which there were many, these grand houses offered other forms of delight.
Now, one of the big clues that this was a rich man's house is having a private bathhouse inside. This was the locker room where you would start, get naked, and head to the caldarium. This was the modern-day sauna. There was a boiler over there, heat coming up through the floor, through the walls, and then you would go next door to the tepidarium, where you got your spa treatments. And finally, you'd finish in the frigidarium and a cold plunge into that pool.
Oh, this room would have been fantastic.
Where business got done.
Exactly. Romans didn't have offices, so this was part of their office.
But even if you were super rich in 79 AD, as imagined in the movie Pompeii, Vesuvius didn't discriminate.
If you're left in the city at that point, you're never going to leave.
So anyone who stayed died.
Yes.
Archaeologist Dr. Sophie Hay leads us down into this tiny room. 2 skeletons were recently uncovered, barricaded inside.
This room that provided sort of sanctuary and safety potentially in their heads became their tomb.
But who were they and why didn't they leave?
The ancient world still presents us with more questions than we have answers.
But that's why you keep digging.
Exactly.